Right, now, just what we've been doing here, we've got the tractor. Hope you can hear me still. I'm going to put that stone down there. He's going to be coming past in a second. He's called what's called power harrowing. So we've ploughed the soil, let it weather. It's been ploughed for probably around a month. Frost has been on it, cracks it all up. The clay starts out quite glossy.
Hang on, let him go past.
No, have a look. So you can see that. You see that's a power harrow. So that's the power. It's got these rope. It's got these. Can you see? It's got these tines that go round and round and round and round and round like that, and it just breaks up the soil. And as you can see, it breaks it up into a finer tilth. That's what it's called, a tilth. Now the thing about this is, this kind of soil that we have. This is why we diversified. This is very clayey. You can see that. I'm breaking it apart. So it would take, if you were a farmer in Nottinghamshire or the Fens, you'd be looking at this and going, this needs about 3 more passes, which means it needs to go over that with 3 more times. If we were to do that here, you probably just compact the soil. It's like plasticine. You just compact it and make a worse job of it. So it's best to leave it like this. Leave it for 2 or 3 days, let it dry a bit, and then they'll be coming in and drilling. And when I say drilling, they'll be sowing all the crops for next year. And this is going on around the country at the moment. So what day is it? 23rd of March today?
23rd or the 24th? Tuesday. Tuesday.
I think 24th of March. This will be going around the country at the moment because there's so many spring crops. We weren't able to get the winter crops in, which are sown in September, October time.
What are winter crops?
Winter wheat. It's wheat and barley and all the crops that can actually survive through the winter, survive frost. Spring crops are sown this time of year because if they get a frost on them, a severe frost that goes down into the roots, it'll kill the crop. They don't yield as much, they don't need as much looking after, so you don't need to...
So what are you going to be sowing in here then?
So this is going to be wheat in here. We've got barley over some other parts, and there'll be oats as well, so there's 3 different crops. But this method of farming is really going out of fashion. I think Len's used it very much. The idea is that you don't turn the soil over. And the reason for that, you see these? See these here? These
Hang on.
roots? There you go. You don't turn the soil over now because the idea is, you see this is last year's crop, you see these roots. The idea is that you do minimum tillage, and
tillage. What does that mean?
I mean, you just probably go down about 2 inches, or you don't even till the ground at all. You just drill straight into the top. And the idea is you get more and more of these roots growing into the ground. You don't dig them up, and you're adding lots and lots more carbon into the soil, taking carbon out of the air. Carbon capture it is, comes into the soil, and also what it does, it breaks up the soil, and you get fungi in the soil growing through it, and it helps release all the nutrients in the soil to the plants, and actually it's healthier soil. So you're making the soil healthier by ploughing it up. You're killing a lot of the microbes, the little tiny bacteria and the fungi and the protozoa that live in the soil. So yeah, this is a method that's going out of fashion, and this is one of the fields that we're looking to wild as well. I keep mentioning it. I don't know if everybody knows. But in years to come,
I'm just going to do a scan of the field, okay?
This will just be left alone.
So
the massive fence around the outside, and have cattle and deer and pigs and things in it.
So those trees you can see there line the drive, don't they? So for those of you that know the farm, that's the drive just there.
Then you get this.
Hang on. How many acres is this field, Ed?
About 32.
32 acres.
32 football pitches in size. Around about.
So say that again. 32 football pitches.
Yeah, 12.5 hectares. I think. So 25. Yeah, about 12.5 hectares.
Okay, and kind of. So you talk about wilding. What kind of? How many animals would go in here, or will they just go wherever?
They'll just be going whatever, but they'll probably only. You see the sheep over there in the gully. That's how I started wilding over there. Well, we won't have sheep in the wilding. There they are. They go in the gully. Conservation measure, eating down all the vetches and things at the moment. And we'll take them out. It flowers like mad in there. It's like a carpet of yellow and reds and blues in June, May. And you get these as well. Fossils in here because this was reclaimed soil.
Well, I know that as being a devil's toenail.
Devil's toenail.
It's got a posh name.
Yep, but I can't remember it. Thank you very much. But this is, again, see that massive, it's not a massive stone, that's a big stone. Those things don't like it. So they can actually break those power harrows. When I say break them, they have a bolt, shear bolt that will go, and they have to put a new bolt in, and it'll go again. But yeah, this hopefully in about 3 weeks' time, you'll be seeing nice little rows, just like soldiers coming up, and it'll have all the wheat coming up.
Green shoots.
And this wheat that will be in here will be going to bread making. All spring wheat, well, most spring wheat goes to bread making. It's a high yielding, high protein wheat that's very good for bread making. So let's see, you'll have loads of bread making flour next year, flooding the market.
Well, I think over the next few weeks, people are going to be making their own bread, so we'll be a whiz at it now.
I've got the lights on there. I used to love doing that, putting the lights on, working in the dark.
Let's see him coming up. Okay. I'm just going to film him coming up. Next bit. Listen to that bird song.
You get quite a few. Get skylarks down that side over there. You get robins over there, and the black. Oh, listen out for chiff-chaffs at the moment. They'll be coming back around this time of year.
What do they sound like, Ed?
They go chiff-chaff.
Chiff-chaff, chiff-chaff.
Yeah. So you hear something they're going like chiff-chaff. It will be. It repeats chiff-chaff, chiff-chaff, like that. And if you look it up on Google, and it will be playing for you, and you'll be hearing those soon.